Hello my friends, welcome to Stamperia's Christmas tutorials. My name's Farrell Taylor and I am super excited to be showing you my Christmas bauble using Gear Up for Christmas. So I'm going to show you how I made this for your Christmas tree decorations. Now I am going to be doing it a little different to this one. So I of course used the house's silicone mold from Gear Up for Christmas. So I have them here. I've also got half a bauble. This one has the center cut out of it. And I've pre-cut papers from the Gear Up for Christmas background paper sheet. So I am going to get started with letting you know that the houses I did use resin and I have pre-primed them using Stamperia's primer. So to begin, we're going to create our backing. So I'm going to use this one here. So all I did was add a pencil right here, traced it, cut it out, and I did the same for this one. So I wanted to add a little stability. So what I'm going to do, I just have some plain cardstock here, and I am going to use mixed media glue to adhere. Let's get that out of the way. I don't want to get anything on that. I'm going to adhere our cardstock. So first, I'm going to lay that down. Make sure it's nice and flat. So I'm going to dry this, then I'm going to apply another coat on top, dry it, and another coat on top of that, dry, and then I'm going to cut that out. Okay, so I didn't want to bore you with showing you how I painted the houses, but this is what I've done so far. And the colours that I've used, so NOUGAT, red brick, blue aviation, and for inside the windows I used warm yellow. So now I think it needs a little bit more depth to it. So I am going to use the AQUACOLOR leather paintbrush. Just going to pour a little bit on my mat. And you want your spray bottle with water at the ready. So you're going to take a little bit and you're going to spray your houses. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to use it like a watercolour, and it's going to help move the colour around. Let me bring this up a little closer for you. I'm just dabbing the AQUACOLOR off my brush onto the mould. Because that water's there, it's helping it move around. You want to come up here. That's just going to go in the nooks and crannies, just to add that little bit of depth, like so. And you're going to dry. Okay, so you can see I've still got a fair bit of the leather aquacolor here. So what I'm going to do, rather than wasting it, I have here some transparent crackle, and I'm going to apply that to my background, and then I'm going to use this leftover aquacolor to show the cracks. So get the paste here, put it down, and I'm just scraping. Now I don't want to get too close to the edge because we have to still adhere our plastic bauble on, but get close. So we'll need to dry this. Okay, so you can't quite tell, but if I bring it up close, you can see all the itty bitty little cracks. So what we're going to now do is I'm going to apply a little bit of water. And we're going to paint all over. Now, because we have sealed this with the mixed media glue, it shouldn't go onto our background paper. So I have a baby wipe, and we're going to not so much. Let me just go again. I did take a little too much off. So by doing that, we can now see the cracks. And I'm just dabbing. So you can see the aquacolor is coming off, but I want to be able to still see the cracks in the background, like so. Perfect. Okay, so for the next step, I am going to use the Stamperia gilding glue, Colla Perdoratura. I hope I pronounced that right, but anyway, we're going to use this to adhere our bauble to the background paper. So the beauty with the gilding glue is it's quick drying. So I'm going to come up close just so that you can see what I'm doing. So it comes out white, but when it dries, it's clear and it's tacky. So I tend to use this quite a lot on my projects because once it's stuck, it is stuck. So you're just coming around the edges. Like so. And we're just going to pop that to the side to dry. Now you could use a heat tool to dry the gilding glue, but it's not going to take long at all on its own, and we can move on to other pieces of the project. Now, don't be too caught up if you get it along the edges here, because we're going to be needing to do the same thing anyway. So what you could do is, you can see here there is a lip, and that's where the back of the bauble would connect to this front piece. So what I'm doing is I'm going to paint the gilding glue all the way around. So we are going to attach our ribbon onto this piece. So while that's drying, I have here the ALLEGRO Ivory, and just to highlight, I'm going to use it like a wax. So I put a little bit on my finger, wipe some off, and then like you do with a wax, flat finger, we're just going to rub it onto the mold. Because we just want to highlight. Like so. And by doing this, you may also, if you got paint onto the windowsills by accident, this will take it off, cover it. So, okay, so now we're going to adhere our houses onto our backing of the bauble. So I've got some scrap card here. I'm thinking of having, I'm going to lift this one up so it sits a little higher, and I have a little Christmas tree here. I'm just going to bend so that it sits like that, and I'm going to use this to adhere to the side. Now I'm hoping, whoa, be careful. Yes, it's going to fit. Okay, so first, now I'm just using a hot glue gun. If you aren't a fan of the hot glue guns, you can use the heavy body paste, which is this one right here. It is going to take a while to set, so just be mindful. Stick that down for a little bit. I might do two. That, and then this one like so. So for the next step, we want to add some snow. So I have Arctic snow and my spatula. Pretty much we want it to look like it's in snow. We don't want our houses floating. I mean, you can if you like. It's not a deal breaker, but you can. Come around your edges where your snow would fall. And this is also going to cover parts of the base of the Christmas tree. Okay. So just remember to leave a little bit around your edges so that the bauble will still adhere to where it needs to. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put, now you can put some snow on the tree, on the roofs. Entirely up to you where you would like to have your snow, if you're going to put snow on. Okay. Now, moment of truth. So the bauble, now the gilding glue has dried because it is transparent and tacky. Now, if my measurements are correct, I should be able... Oh, perfect! I love it when a plan comes together. So I'm going to add some more snow here for the depth. I might be able to do it while it's in here. I'll get it on the edges. Yes, it needs more snow. Okay, so we're going to use the ribbon to go around the edges, but what we need to do first is apply the gilding glue onto the back, because the ribbon is going to stick to that. So it's going to apply. So what you could do is actually paint, cover the whole base, because we still have to adhere our backing. Just a little bit more this way. It's all dry, ready to go. Like so. So now we're ready to adhere our ribbon. So you can have this as thick or as thin as you like, but you will want to have it so that it's half on the bauble. Like so. And then this part we're going to fold it so that we have that nice clean edge. And you're going to do this all the way around. Now, another reason why I like using the gilding glue is it gives you time to reposition. So if that's not straight, you have time to pull it off before it completely adheres. So, and we're just going to fold all the way around. So once you've done that, your gilding glue here is going to be sticky, tacky. So then we have our backing. Just remember that it is the right way up. And we're going to place that down now. I can already see I'm going to have to do some trimming, which I will just use my scissors to come around the edges like so. Okay, so you'll notice that we've got here some pieces that haven't adhered because it's onto the fabric. I'm just going to use my craft glue. push it down. And once you've done that, we want to protect our backing piece. So I'm going to use the mixed media glue again. Just to protect it. Like so. Okay, so we need the little tie bit for it to go onto the Christmas tree, so I'm just going to use my hot glue gun. Together. And we're going to trim it so it's nice and neat, like so. We now have our little hanger, and then I also did a little bow and we are done. And here's our little Christmas tree bauble. So we've got this one, and this is the one that I had done previously. So hopefully you enjoyed the tutorial, and until next time, stay crafty.